We're live.
Okay. Um, Good night, everyone. In a world where dark love matters, this is the Vent. I'm your host, Jamie Hunter, aka Jay Hunterville. We got the Nerd Z here.
Hey.
We got Del Pesh here.
Hey, what's going on? AKA
And
Mr. Clutch.
okay, four corners.
Four
And
corners.
we have our first guest for 2021, Galaxy Girl.
Hey,
Hey.
clap it up, clap it up.
Clap it up. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you. You're the first person here. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Um, s- I we've met like 2 years ago at the Hanfest Mixer, and that's when I knew you as Dorella. And I didn't hear your music yet, but I remember on stage you were the surprise guest for Koise's performance,
Yes, I was.
and then yes, and I remember we spoke, and I said, hey, we're gonna have to do an interview one day, and at least we're here now.
Right. Like, wow, it has been 2 years already. That's
Yeah, yeah. So thank you for being here. We're just gonna go through these questions. Your EP comes out February 16th.
yes.
Yes, and it's called Dark Love Matters. You guys check it out, listen to it. Who is Galaxy Girl?
Galaxy Girl was discovered honestly last year. My friend commented on one of my posts, AK Stay True, that's her Instagram name. And she's like, Galaxy Girl. And I'm like, whoa, like it resonated so much. Um, I love everything about energy, the stars, the planet, our planet, what's out there. So I feel as though, even though I live here, I'm also extraterrestrial in some way. And with that, I incorporate Galaxy Girl, and you'll be able to hear why my name is Galaxy Girl in my music, because it does take you into an ethereal vibe. So
Mhm.
Galaxy Girl is someone who, expresses herself as a siren of the galaxy and brings people in to hear her message and messages.
Mhm. One thing I could say is when I listen to your music, it's like you have R&B, you have like some certain things I've heard. It's like, oh, you know how to bounce to different like genres. You went from R&B. I heard the drill sound here and there, and I was like, okay, like you're versatile. And then when I do my research and I look and I see like, hey, you were a dancer. You've done a lot when it comes to art and music and everything. So my question is like, what's your process when it comes to music? Like, what's your process?
Well, the way you brought up dance, it actually has to do with dance. So for me, when I'm writing a new song, it has to be the production and the beat first. I don't really write things
Mm,
and then look for a production, because I'm a dancer first. If I can like visualize the choreography or like dance in my head to the beat, I'll automatically be able to write to it. So when I feel the movement of it, that's when like I get the melody with the beat,
mhm.
and the words don't come until after. I like say gibberish, or like I'll do a melody on the beat, and then the gibberish actually translates into English, like step by step. But I really go from like the movement first, and if I can hit certain beats in the or certain moves in the beat,
Mhm.
that's usually how I can make the song. And I usually write down selective words on what the beat says. So if it's like a hard hitting beat, I might put like stoner randomly, or I'll put like cruising down the highway, like just random words that go with that beat, or how descriptive I can be to explain what the beat is saying.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Nice,
That's
nice,
actually really
nice.
cool.
It's like a word. Remember back in the day, we'd write a word and then we'd have like a web of other words that relate to it. Yeah, it's like the same
It's
Hmm.
like a
process.
nice little brainstorm.
Brainstorm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But with
Brainstorm.
sounds.
But with
Yeah.
sound. Yeah.
That stuck with
Mhm.
me. cool. Like they always talked about brainstorming before your project, and I realized that's something I kept from school.
Yeah, yep, definitely, definitely. What does a normal studio session like looks like? Like when you're going in, you're about to like when it comes to like this EP, when it comes to making music, like how do you start your sessions?
Well, speaking of stoner, that's pretty much my room, and kind of settle into the space. Something that we've been recently doing is lighting an incense and saging. Saging is spooky. It's just herbs that clean bacteria in your space.
Yeah.
So, you know, the people that are here before you, you might want to just let those energies die out. So when you have your own space, it's your own. So for me, I just ball up. I'll listen to the beat. If it's a new beat, that's kind of how I get to creating. If I know the song, I kind of practice before I come in. And then I kind of just work on the song by myself while I'm smoking, getting vocals ready. And then I hop in the booth. I'm really like, okay, let's go. Like, I don't really waste that much time. I'm not writing. I just want to go in and keep punching it in, until I get it.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Nice,
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to like when you're in the studio, do you need people in the studio? Because like certain artists, I can see they have like hype men, they have like certain people in the studio that's like that you want their opinion, different type of people. How is that for you?
So for me, Rain P, my manager, has to be there because she helps me a lot. Like if I'm in my head too much or if I need a certain word, like a link word, she's really good with English. So she'll have certain lyrics and she'll just tell me straight, that sounds flat, that sounds sharp. No, do it like this, because she's been there since I've been dancing. So I'm okay with hearing her criticism, constructive criticism. I'm shy and sensitive about my shit, as Erica Badu would say. We're
Yeah.
feisty, sensitive, so I don't like too many people in there unless like we're all like listening to beats and making songs. But if I'm like recording something new, I'd rather just Rain P in there, Kois or John, because they help me at 1332. And maybe if I invite a friend, but the less people, the better.
The less the better. Yeah.
Yeah. That's smart because less people get, you get the work done easier. You know what I mean? It makes life easier for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you say you're a smoker, sage and all that. What's your go-to food in the studio?
When you got the munchies.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, I like chips. Like I was told Lay's chips helps with vocal because it moistens your palate, whereas dry up your palate. So having something salty like chips is good. I also had like olives in with olive oil because it like
Okay.
supports. So I'm not really eating though when I'm here. I'm usually like being a stoner and singing, and then when I'm done, okay, I'm hungry like after. But usually just like chips or olives. Yeah.
I've
Okay.
never heard of olives before. That's interesting.
That is new to me.
He actually like she researched some stuff and she actually just came out like she researched and that was something that singers use like as a tool to warm up their voices.
Oh, snap.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. And when it comes to like I personally I don't know much about sage. Like I've heard about it. I've seen people bun it up and wave it and flash around and everything, right? So like how long have you been using sage and like when do you see the experience? Like is it an experience you see? Like how does that work?
Well, I think I've been using Sage for maybe like 3 or 4 years now. And it's like it just really clears your space. So let's say if you cleaned your room but you still feel like the vibes off, Sage it just kills off any negative bacteria like that's within your air, any air that might be polluted in some way. Something like sage or palo santo or like bay leaves can just clear the bad bacteria. So it has nothing really to do with ghosts and spirits as people might think, because we use herbs every day for things. So I burn herbs and smoke it. You know what I mean? So it's just properties do, and those properties kill like 99% bacteria in the air. So it kind of just cleanses your space, and then you can let it to bring in good vibes, because it clears positive and negative, not just it clears out everything. So you might want to bring back some good vibes after you clear it out.
Okay.
Is it just a quick like sidebar? Is there any particular like sage smells, or is just a one particular? Because you know how incense comes in different flavors, right? So does sage have its own flavors as incense, or it's just one? It's just a thing.
It's just one. It's just one type of herb. So there's like sage, but essentially it's the same thing. Like just like a regular herb, you know, like if you were to burn peppermint. Yeah. So sage is just one type of herb that you could use.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you have a new EP coming out, Dark Love Matters, DLM. How long did it take you to make this EP?
It didn't really take me that long. Like we started, I think in December or end of November. And sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, we started end of November. And the funny thing about it is I have a couple of songs that I wrote a couple years ago, but I just kept it in the vault, the music vault, you know? So we kind of finished at the top of January. Like we figured out how many songs we want on it, and by the time January came, we just wanted to figure out what we wanted to release first, or the order of it, the track list and everything. So it didn't take that much time, because I do have a lot of songs in my vault, and I write fast. Like if I feel the beat, like the song's already in my head for some reason. So I just have to write it out. So I'm pretty impressed with myself that it didn't take that long, maybe like 2 months max.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And when it came to bringing the tracks up to like 8 tracks with the bonus, right? How hard was it to like pick and choose what tracks you wanted on that EP?
For me, it wasn't too hard, because for some reason each track the sound itself like went with each other. You know, there was only 2 that I thought of adding, but I'm like, it's too happy. You know what I mean? It's too like, so I didn't include it. And the one I took out because I thought I could release it later. Maybe I could just, it's another side of me, even has to do with the EP, but it was just one that I said, I'll save it for later and put it back in the vault, which I do a lot of times. So yeah, it wasn't too hard, because for some reason, each song gives off a specific vibe. So you can tell if it matches with the EP or not. Those couple of songs that I chose not to add, it was more spring, summertime, happy vibe. So I was like, I'll see what I can do with it after.
Nice. Okay, so I went through I guess I got a sneak peek to go through the whole EP. Like,
Yes.
I love the EP so far. Why Dark Love Matters is the title? Why is Dark Love Matters?
That's an interesting, yeah.
Well, when we think about love, honestly, we think about the honeymoon phase and the puppy love and the butterflies. But if you go through the heartbreak, no one's really there like for you dealing with the dark side of love, because you might still love the person. You might be trying to fall out of love. You're trying to heal your heart. You're jaded. You're saying fuck these niggas. You're generalizing niggas. it's dark. Like it's so dark. And for me, it's like that matters because women, men, they have to heal themselves. Heartbreak. And we don't really, it's like a taboo. We kind of just, I guess we talk about the heartbreak in a really negative way. And like I said, generalize everyone after. But instead of just transmuting the pain and realizing, okay, what's the lesson from that heartbreak? How did I grow from that? Like, am I a better person? Was it my fault? So it makes you look at your dark side and see that you can transmute it and be a better person or do good or heal your heart in a sense. And also the dark love matters it's a play on words because melanin matters. So, and dark matter is melanin. So so for me, it's like, it has to do with black love, dark love, whether you're whatever race, because you go through the dark side of love, and dark matter matters because it's everything. It's made up of everything on this planet. So.
Oh, I didn't even. Okay. That part threw me off too. Like the dark matter part. Wow. Okay.
I hear all that, man. What is your favorite track on the EP? What could you say is your favorite track?
They're all her favorite. This is a hard question. You're gonna put her on the spot like this?
I know.
But my favorite one is Density. Because I feel like a certain line in there was very vulnerable, and whoever hears it will know it's about them.
Oh, okay.
It's just me putting down my walls finally and realizing I was hurt. I got fucked over, and I accept it, and I moved on. And now you can never take my crown off. Density is my favorite.
Nice. I like that track too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like that track too. I like that track. I like Shapes. I like Run It Back with Kois. I have some faves. This is me. I like those tracks. What could you say was your favorite to record though?
Or Let Me Go and Run It Back. No, Let Me Go is a bonus track, but Run It Back. Because it was summertime, and like as soon as I heard the beat, I just thought of like Aaliyah and Timbaland, old school, and I was dancing in my head. I was like in a whole music video with
I do that from time to time.
And I honestly wrote the song in like 30 minutes or something. Like, yeah, it was so in the moment, in the groove. So that was my favorite too. I think I was a little bit tipsy off of the bubbly too. So I was just feeling. And yeah, that was my favorite one for sure.
Yeah, I like that track, man. Shout out to Quest with the little phone call in the background and all that stuff. It was lit. I like that concept. I liked it. I'm just gonna start asking you questions based off track for track. I tried a little thing here.
Okay.
So first question is what's your favorite shape?
Well, my favorite shape is because it doesn't stop. It's like infinite, and like you can see everything within a circumference of a circle. Whereas like a square is like more structured, and I'm a water sign, so I'm go with the flow and circle.
Hey.
Nice.
My
favorite shape.
Okay. My other question I had was what's your process of being a lover and not a fighter? Because when people go through these things, it's not easy. Like some people just, when you're hurt, like sometimes you just want to hurt somebody else, or sometimes you want to get revenge, and sometimes, especially when you're like hearing stuff and you're like with that person still, it's probably just like, you know, you're just angry. So what is your process of just keeping the peace?
It's of being a lover, not a fighter.
Right.
Crying. Even if I'm angry, I don't care if it looks like I'm weak. I'm just gonna cry because I have to transmute my energy somewhere. Essentially transmuting your energy, because you can be so angry you do wanna hurt somebody. I've never been in a fight in my life, but like I thought about like, I wish I could just punch you right now because you hurt me. But I don't, like, I'm not a violent person like that, you know? So being a lover, I say love and hate is kind of the same thing, even the spectrum. And like anger, hate, all these things are like low energies. And I don't like lower energies because, again, you can see the dark side and it could be fun, but at the end of the day, it's not growth. So for me, I hated the person when they hurt my heart for a long time. But then looking at it, I had to transmute my energy into love, not for them, but for myself. Meaning, like, I thought about it. I'm like, hold on, if I didn't get my heart broken, I would never have written a song. I would never have written my first song because I was writing that song because I was hurt. And that love, or the love for myself, I'm like, let me express myself in another way before I hurt myself or somebody, you know? It's about transmuting your energy. For me right now, I'm cold, like I'm shaking because I'm just a cold, I'm anemic. So if I breathe heavier, I'll warm up. And I did that because I didn't want to shake anymore for the whole interview. So me transmuting my energy, being honest, it just helped me, you know? So like, if you ever want to fight somebody, like think Goku, think transmute, like go in and transmute.
Yo, my girl said
into
Goku.
another form.
Yeah. You're not gonna, you know, it's gonna calm the situation down. So
Okay. Oh, kudos to you. I have a hard time finding peace when it comes to certain things. I'll be honest. Like, you know, like you know, yeah, this is me. Like, I have a hard time finding peace. I don't know how you guys just keep it calm. For me, I tried meditating, but anxiety and all that stuff, it gets the best of me.
Chaos, like, is my middle name. Sometimes I'm emotionally chaotic, but if you can be aware of it, that's a start, you know? If you're aware, okay, wait, like look at yourself, like, whoa, what am I doing right now? And you come back to your own self, your own center. You know?
Was that something that you figured out on your own, or there was always someone that like spoke to you around that time?
Well, my parents are just really great role models in my life, just treating people right. Even if you're angry, you always defend yourself, but just always treat people kind. But after, I say with the past 5 years, I realized you have to have a balance of giving and making sure you're not giving and overpouring yourself. You know, you have to have a balance of selflessness and selfishness. And when I was able to just be within my own self and center, and also just emotions are meant to be experienced, but don't let them control you. Like you have to control your emotions. You can't say I'm angry. No, I'm Galaxy Girl. I'm feeling anger.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
I got another question.
I'm sorry. I have felt that. I'm taking a like the fact that you can find all the words and like be able to express it and be vulnerable. Even right now, just be vulnerable and share your experiences. Like you know, I'm very in awe of it right now. Like, you know, and I feel like, yeah, when people listen to your music, they're gonna also feel that as well and be able to like have that ability to transmute within just listening to your stuff, right? So
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing of the power of music, you know, because I guess I can say maybe it's because of the music I listen to. Maybe that transpires and causes aggression because I listen to a lot of aggressive music. So
Me.
like when I hear this, yeah. So when I hear this, I'm kind of just like, okay, I'm listening and I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Okay, I'm finding a little insight here. I'm understanding, you know, the concept. I'm understanding feelings. Like I'm putting words to feelings. That's one thing I can say. So I could say, yeah, I hear it in the music, definitely.
Wow, thank you.
Another question I have. What's the rum you sip
Oh, whoa.
and what
Okay.
do you chase it
Ooh.
with?
Ooh.
Okay. I like to know this too because I'm a rum person myself. So,
I'm like, I'm such an illusion because I don't drink that much anymore.
Mhm.
But when I did drink, I honestly feel the state cranberry juice. I didn't really like it with Coke. I like my
Oh,
cranberry juice. Yeah.
okay.
But that name was like a daydream of if I was on rum and chase at the moment, express this is how I would do it, you know, because the spirit would just catch me and I'd have to talk about, you know, I don't really want to know about your life, but I'm drunk right now and I'm gonna just spill out all my feelings.
And that's the thing I realized about the track. Because when I was listening to it, I heard like, you know, different like subjects, but like it goes back to the rum and chase chorus.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I see what's going on. She's a little tipsy, you know, like just talking, but you're tipsy. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm glad you caught that. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
So another question I have, for gelato, like listening to the track, you were speaking about how, you know, you've met someone that was talking to someone else that's in LA, right? And you know, you were mad at the person, but you don't trust him, you don't trust the girl too. My question is like when it comes to like situations, even in music sometimes, like um do you think there's a reason why women don't collaborate as much or speak as much when it comes to things? It's both sides, men and female, but like do you see certain things that, you know, of why it doesn't happen as much?
Like for me, I've gotten asked to collaborate with many female artists, and at the time, I didn't want to because I was still trying to find my own sound. Um, and I don't know if that's essentially what every female's going through, but at a certain point, I would hope that you would want to collaborate with your fellow female, you know, like that's my plan. I do want to start doing that. So I do feel like it's because we're automatically as women just putting labels on us and you fit here and you look like this. We're always compared individuality to like the males, you know? And sometimes it's hard to do that if you know if I collaborate you, they're just gonna compare us. They're gonna say, oh, you're hotter or you're whatever, you know. So I don't know if that's what's going on in females' heads. I'm saying this because I'm a female, so that could be an issue. I do feel like more female collaborations are happening though, which I'm excited about. So maybe women are finally coming into their own power and realizing the more we unite, the more lit it's gonna be, you know?
That's okay.
Yep, it's true.
It's
It's
kind of like the
true.
Cardi and Meg collaboration, right? Or the Doja Cat and Swati.
Yeah,
Really.
that is gonna literally make best friends like excited because it's about them, you know? So it's a good thing now that women are doing that. Before, it was just, I need to be my own person. I can't be doing this with you because they're going to think, I think that's really what it is. And now we're realizing, no, it doesn't make sense. I am my own person. You're your own person. Let's do it together now and show them how powerful we are, you know?
Nice, nice, nice. Are there any female Toronto artists you would like to collab with? And if there are any US artists you like to collab with?
For females, there's so many. I am going to be collaborating with Rain Akai. She's from Toronto. She's a local artist like me. In regards to, I guess, maybe a female artist that's has a bigger platform, I would dream about like Jessie Reyes, you know, if the opportunity happens, that would be absolutely incredible. In the States, no. In UK,
Okay.
She's
Wait, sorry, repeat that again. You cut out just enough.
Pardon?
Sorry, repeat the UK artist again. You cut out just the.
I am DDB.
I am DDB. Okay.
And she's just a whole vibe. Like she does urban jazz, you know, she jazz with hip hop and stuff like that. Actually, I lied. Ari Lennox too, just because I love her. Now they're popping in like, no, wait, I forgot about this person. But those type of people are just insposed to me. So if I would be able to even work with them or them write for me or me write for them, you know, any kind of collaboration, that would be awesome.
Okay. In your song Elevate, there was a bar that I heard that you were saying, you could be my king and I could be your beacon. Now, what do you see in your king, and how do you see yourself being the beacon?
The La La Land.
Okay.
My king would be teaching me things that I have no idea about, like educating. He would be someone that is in line with my lifestyle, you know, the way of eating, supporting me and my endeavors with music and knowing that music is my life. I would be his light in a sense of being the calm in all the chaos that's happening, because I'm trying to tap into my feminine divinity. And when the time comes, when my king comes, I know that I'll be someone that will be his, you know, his third eye, his intuition, where I can see something coming from a mile away that might affect you in a good or bad way, you know. I really do feel like masculine and feminine energy is important to realize. There has to be some sort of synergy. So my king is going to come into my energy, but I'll be able to shine my own intuition, my own knowing, my own light information onto him as he would onto me as well.
Okay. How do you see the world as Galaxy Girl?
How do I see the world?
Yeah.
Well, I see this world. Hard to answer that question. Now today, I see this world from a fifth dimensional perspective. Like I really see the connection of everything. Like there's really no separation. The separation is just the illusion that we're given. Like when it comes to continents, borderlines, races, language, politics, religion, like these are separate, but we actually are very connected. even the space around us isn't just space. The energy we can't see is connected. So there's no denying that even though there's chaos right now, there's a lot of beauty clearly that we see Mother Earth created. For me, I see the world as, it's actually in my song, one of my songs, a beautiful catastrophe. You know, there's a lot going on with our two eyes. But if you were to focus on yourself and basically heal, love yourself, like it's going to ricochet in your surroundings. If we were to focus on how we love ourselves and love someone else, it's going to be a domino effect. And that's what's going to happen, you know, like this this pandemic is causing people to actually have more compassion. Even though it's virtual and digital right now, it's slowly but surely making us realize we're all going through the same thing. Like, I have your shoes and you have my shoes. So I can say a lot about how I see the world. But I guess I see it as a beautiful catastrophe. That would be the final statement.
Okay. What was my other question? Oh, here it is. You have a song called "I Love Black Men." What?
Yeah, the thumbs up just, I don't know. I'm being silly. Ignore me.
I know the question is, what do you love about black men?
That's the question.
Pardon?
Is that the question? That's what do I love about?
Yep. That's the question.
Wrong. Based on DNA trauma, like, you guys are strong. You know what I mean? Like, been through a lot. I love that you're the original creator, like the original man. And I love Black men who know that about themselves. I love that there's an automatic connection I have with Black men, whether we're cussing and fighting or whether we're loving, there's always going to be some sort of connection based on our molecular structure. So that connection is what I love. And that connection can never go away, whether you like a certain type of woman or not, or whether you like us or not, or hate us or not, that connection won't ever go away, especially if you came from a Black woman. Yeah, I love the connection.
Okay. You have that song "Running Back" with Quace, that we just spoke about earlier. Love the track. Are there anything in life that you would love to run it back?
If you had a time machine.
Yeah, to change or alter or anything.
Oh, if I had a time machine, would I go back and change something?
Would you run it back?
What is there things you would run back?
Back to not taking out my dreads. I had dreads when I was like 5 till 13, 14, and I combed them out. Influence. I wanted straight hair, and I would run it back to that time because I feel like I cut something off spiritually in my own mind. So, but I got it back. So running it back, you're gonna end up in the same place, so it doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. That's why I say ain't no running back in the song. It's like we're calling go back.
It's true. Another track, like I actually like Density because I think you played it once on YouTube, IG Live. And I was in the live when you were playing it, and I was like, I like this song, but you didn't play the whole song. You were playing the ending. You were asking if you were gonna do the sudden drop on the ending.
Oh yes.
And stuff like that. And I like Density. My question is, I feel like that track kind of like brings closure to the EP, right? It brings closure. You've learned a lot, like the whole concept of undermining yourself and stuff like that. So my question is like, what is the best thing about finding yourself in those situations?
Sorry, can you repeat the question one more time?
Sorry. What was the best thing about finding yourself in that situation?
The best thing about finding myself in the song?
Yes. In the like in the song, yeah.
Maybe I don't understand the question.
Oh, sorry, because sorry. In the song you were talking about basically undermining yourself, like how you undermine yourself and stuff like that. So like what was I guess my question is like, what is the best part of like realizing that concept of like, was it the fact that maybe you were right the whole time? Maybe it was going with your gut and realizing going with your gut. What like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the best thing about it is like the best thing about it, realizing that I undermined myself, that I didn't realize my worth, is once you become aware of your worth, like nobody can tell you anything. Like nobody can tell you anything. You know what I mean? And we all have those days where we second guess ourselves, where we doubt ourselves. It could be for anything, like not just love, like your job, like anything, you know. But if you look back on the lesson or you look back on an accomplishment, then there's no reason to like undermine yourself or doubt yourself, you know. And the next person, you would have to just tell yourself, you are letting them, you're feeding into someone else's opinion of you. You know, you take the opinion and use it and apply it, or you don't have to, you know what I mean? And once you realize your choice for yourself and your choices for yourself, nobody can tell you anything, especially as Black people, you melanated people. It's Black History Month, right? So once you realize yourself and know your power, like nobody can tell you about yourself except for you. You know that. If you know thyself, you're good.
And another question I had was what is like the toughest part of rebuilding yourself? Because sometimes like I would say like certain days, like when you're going through things like this and you're going through situations, it's like, for me, I could say some toughest parts is just being by myself and just sitting with it and festering and then trying to channel something. So like what can you say was yours?
The best part about rebuilding yourself.
Or the toughest part, sorry, the toughest part.
Like the time it took, the procrastination, people you have to cut off, people you have to bring in.
Well, I love solitude. I'm an only child.
Me too. Me too.
Like being by myself, I can be in my head and like analyze my life and like see where I went wrong or see like what I need to fix. You know what I mean? Like rebuild the hardest part about rebuilding yourself is solitude, because some people don't like it. And like even for me, like changing my sickle cell, like I have sickle cell anemia, and it was hard to really change my diet and like change my lifestyle and then just adjust to a new type of living, realizing I'm not my sickle cell, like it's a mental thing too. So the worst part is like solitude, and then realizing that it's mind, body, and soul. You can't just work on the physical. You can't just work on the spiritual either. You have to do all three.
And I've noticed when I went on your IG and I took a look, it's like you have your own page about sickle cell like awareness yourself, and my question is how does sickle cell like influence your music or your life? Like, you know, how do you like, how does it adjust? How does, you know, how do you keep going on? How does, you know, things like that?
I think I just had this like realization a couple weeks ago that like people with sickle cell, a lot of the times they're pretty nice people. Like you would think people in a lot of pain would be like miserable to people all the time, but it's almost as though we're grateful that when we're not in pain, we can try to live a normal life. You know what I mean? And me realized that I am stronger than I think. And again, not labeling myself as my illness, but showing me that I'm stronger than I think. I'm stronger than this whole illness. The whole illness that told me I can't dance. You know, you have until you're 40, you know, you're a drug addict, you know, missing school and all these things. I was still able to accomplish many things in my life outside of this invisible illness that nobody can see, you know. Realizing the strength is what kept me going. Realizing the strength that my mom had for me to see their own child go through suffering kept me going, you know.
Mm-hmm. And I could say, like, you know, I can only imagine, you know, what you've been through with sickle cell and stuff like that. But like, I look at the bio and I see all those achievements that you've done, from the dancing with ballet, hip hop, all different genres, you know, features in the work video. I said, wow, like, you know, all these things like that you've done. And, you know, looking from the singles you have, and now finally having this EP, it's like, it's fearless, it's strong, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
So I can say, like, I'm proud of that. It's like, I just love the awareness. I love that you keep going, and I love that you're still pushing and you're still doing these things. It's amazing to see.
Thank you.
Gotta clap it up. Gotta clap it up.
I'll clap it up on that. Dark Life Matters is coming out February 16th.
Yes.
And it's gonna be dropping on Spotify, I guess, Spotify, iTunes, stuff like that.
Everywhere.
Any music videos for, you know, one of the tracks coming out?
Yes, we're releasing one of those tracks. Hopefully you guys can guess it and the visual for it as well, but I won't say which one. Maybe you know.
Okay.
Mystery. Okay, I like that.
Okay. All right. Do you guys, Nerdsy Delpesh, you guys have any questions?
I'm Caribbean, but I have to do this. What is your island? If you're Caribbean.
Oh, I'm Caribbean. My dad's Guyanese and my mom's Jamaican.
Hey, oh.
Okay. So I got a question. What is your best Caribbean food right now? And
don't do this.
What is it? Hold on. What was your best Caribbean food now? Because you said like the lifestyle change and stuff. And what is your best food when you were younger?
True. That's yeah.
I was younger. It was oxtail.
Oxtail is overall it's just solid, right?
It's all overall like automatic.
People, I'm talking about like not only us, but like even like Black Americans in the States, the UK. It's just solid. Like it depends who makes it. It depends who makes it, but overall, once it's made spectacularly, it's just solid.
That's like but no, it was oxtail. Like I love my oxtail. Okay. And now it's my mom makes the best stew peas, like red with your spinas and everything, but we just use coconut milk and it's real. And then my roti, I love that and Polari and you know. There's still some options being vegan, but I just don't do I do like curry oyster mushrooms, you know. But yeah, those are
Okay.
Was it hard for you to transition from like, you know, from eating meat to vegan?
yeah, at first it was hard because I was a meat eater. I loved my burgers, I loved my steak, I loved my oxtail, shrimp, like all those things. But I started just with dairy and then started eliminating meat after meat. And then after the third month, I ate my last like shrimp Alfredo and then I was good.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't. The reason why I think my health triggered me and What the Health on Netflix is a documentary that scared the shit. Like it scared me. It scared me. So I was like, all right, mom, let's empty our fridge.
Wow. Like it's that powerful.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess you have amazing discipline because I watched that documentary as well, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." How you know the the meat companies and all that stuff, they affect the nutritional health, and like they actually are part of it, and they invest money into it to change the food groups and everything. But I'm not gonna lie to you, it went from that to like, you know what? I mean, this is in America, so I feel like we're okay over here. You know what I mean?
No, that's
So,
get it. I honestly, I did. I also it triggered me because of the lies, and I was personally going through a spiritual awakening too. So like everything, all at the same time, I was like, what? What reality was I in? You know. But like I like anybody who eats meat or whatever, it's fine. I just say do it in modification, like just in moderation. Sorry, yeah, moderation. Especially now, it's just moderation is the best for everything right now.
To be fair, me too. Like I grew up with no beef or red meat either, and I'm just eating chicken. I'm almost a foot and a half out. So who knows, right? You might see vegan Dell
Vegan Dell
well,
in the kitchen.
in the kitchen. Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm just gonna say it. I'm trying. I have meatless Mondays, but
That's good.
I'm trying. Oh, I am trying though.
Meatless Mondays. That's
Yeah, I'm
okay.
trying the veggie stuff. I'm, you know, spinach, all that good stuff. I'm trying. Favorite vegetable.
That's all you can do. Like if we're trying, then that's good.
But I'm definitely switching up. I have to. I have to switch up because I feel like I don't know if it is with the clean eating, but I feel like when I feel good when I eat healthy. I can say that. And you feel it mind, body, and soul, right? So
yeah, you are what you eat too. So
right. I think it's just learning not to be so on demand, I guess. So since it's there, just eat it. It's right there. No, I might as well just
be so hard on you either because we were all just told a different way of eating, like with the food group. So you can't be too hard on yourself either.
Yeah. Another thing I've been thinking about, because you know, thank you for helping us with this interview. Everything, there's a lot of things going on in the world today, and I can say for sure, like we all know about the situation with COVID. It's affecting everybody's lives, everybody's changing, all these different conspiracies, all these different facts. You know, everybody's walking around with masks, everybody's doing this and stuff. And there's also, you know, this whole travel ban that's going on right now. That, you know, a lot of people are not be able to come in. And if you come in, you're gonna have to stay in a hotel for 3 days if you have a negative test, and you have to pay 2 G's for it.
Out of your own pocket.
Out your own pocket. And and if you have a positive test, you get sent somewhere for quarantine or whatever. Yeah.
Keyword is somewhere. That's the
government housing. Like how have you how has COVID affect you in your life as an artist?
Well, I don't know. Some people don't, I guess, like truth, but it hasn't at all.
Wow.
Personally, especially someone who's supposed to have a weak immune system. You know, I guess because I decided to change my lifestyle 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was a hermit. 3 years ago, I was a hermit, writing my music, going to the studio, starting my business, Raw Naturals, where we sell flavored Irish sea moss gel that gives you all the minerals that you would need to stay healthy and have a strong immune system. And it affected me because people were affected by it. I'm a sensitive empath. So I don't like that people are scared, getting sick, panicking, arguing, being violent, rioting. So it affected me emotionally, energetically. But when it came to being an artist, I have a mission, I have a vision, I have a game plan. COVID, no COVID, war, no war. I like music. It makes me happy. If I didn't have music, maybe I would be more affected by COVID. But in my reality and surroundings, COVID is a pandemic and it's happening, but it's not going to control my life and how I want to live it and how I want to feel. If I don't have COVID and I'm not dealing with the symptoms or the sickness, I'm trying to be as healthy as I can be. I'm minding my business, I'm drinking my water, then I'll be okay until it dies out, which will be, from my predictions, maybe in a couple years, you know? So stay healthy and focus on your dreams, no matter if you can't travel. Okay, just listen to Massa, fake Massa.
Oh, whoa. This one left.
Years, you can, by the time that happens, you'll have more opportunities anyway. You connected with so many people online. Now you have a mission to travel. You know, you just have to transmute the negative stuff that they're throwing at us and be like, this is for a reason. This is not the right time. The next time is going to be the divine time. You know, you kind of, as much as there might be placebo effects right now, make your own placebo effects so that you're not affected by it.
Mm. So you're saying you're not paying no 2,000, no 2,000 for you? Yeah, that's
Everything I can do virtual. I can go to the outer skirts and look at the lake, and just create your own vacation, just for a second. Maybe we just need a little more patience. Maybe we need to just learn some patience as humanity, and then we'll be blessed soon. Just a transition. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Now we have a question in the comments on YouTube. The person by MAEC, I think it's Mech.
Macy, I think.
Macy.
Mm-hmm.
So their question is, you talk about love and relationships in a very binary way, men, women, masculine and feminine energy specific. Do you care about inclusive love for all people? If so, how do you represent that?
I care about everybody, inclusive love, no matter who you're loving, where you're loving, how you're loving. If it's love, if it's the love frequency, 528-ish hertz, if you're feeling that resonance in your body with whoever you're with, that's all that matters. And that's the experience that love should give you. Essentially, it should, for me, I am a cis woman. I'm a straight woman. So I look for a more masculine man. We all have feminine and masculine energy. But for me personally, I like a man that's more masculine because I sometimes can be androgynous a bit with my energy. I can be masculine and feminine at the same time. So for me personally, I love masculine men.
Okay.
Hope that
Sorry, what was it? You cut out just a little.
You cut off us.
is their question.
Oh,
Okay. Where can they find you on social media and stuff like that?
So my social media right now on Instagram is lilgalxy. It's LILGALXY. I believe. Sorry, I believe that's what it is. Yeah, it's because I changed. I'm getting used to my Galaxy Girl, but I changed my name because Instagram, one letter, it's someone has your name, so I tried to be.
Don't you just hate that?
But on YouTube, if you want to check out music or music videos there, it's Durrell's Galaxy. So my name, Durrell, DURREYL, Durrell's Galaxy. You can check out some old music videos there, and on my music platforms, it's still Durrell, DURREYL. I will be launching a PS announcement just saying that I'm making a new platform altogether that's Galaxy Girl. So hopefully my old listeners on the Durrell account will hear the PSA and come join us on the other side of the galaxy.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you for having this interview with us.
Hey, clap it up, clap it up.
I just want to say also thank you, Northbridge Music Group, Studio 1332, Rain P, management, all the people that let this happen. Thank you guys for having the Vent be a part of, this EP and being a part of and choosing us to do this interview.
Being part of the galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you so much. And Dark Love Matters comes out on February 16th, 2021. You guys cop that, listen to that, listen to the singles. She has a bunch of tracks there already, like Let Go, Siren, and take it easy, guys. Thank you guys for being here. And this is The Vent. We're out. Peace.
Peace.